Hello everyone, and welcome. Have you ever wondered how the tiny, powerful chips inside your phone or computer are made? It's an incredibly complex process, and one of the most critical steps is something called chemical mechanical polishing, or CMP. Let's break down what that is. As the name suggests, it involves two key actions, a chemical one and a mechanical one. First, let's look at the mechanical part. Imagine you're sanding a rough piece of wood to make it perfectly smooth. CMP is a bit like that, but on an unbelievably small scale. A silicon wafer, which is the thin disc that chips are built on, is held by a carrier and pressed against a large, rotating disc called a platen. This platen is covered with a specialized polishing pad. This physical rubbing action is the mechanical part of the process. Now for the chemical part. While the wafer is being polished, a special liquid called a slurry is continuously applied to the pad. This slurry is a carefully engineered mixture containing tiny abrasive particles and specific chemicals. The chemicals in the slurry react with the surface of the wafer, softening the top layer of material. This chemical softening makes it much easier for the mechanical abrasion from the pad and particles to remove that material. The main goal of this entire process is something called planarization, which is just a fancy word for making the surface perfectly flat. Think of building a skyscraper. You need a perfectly flat foundation, otherwise the whole structure will be unstable. Computer chips are like microscopic skyscrapers, built layer by layer. If one layer is bumpy or uneven, the next layer built on top will have defects, the tiny electrical connections won't line up, and the chip will fail. CMP is used repeatedly during chip manufacturing to shave down the high spots and create an ultra-flat, mirror-smooth surface, providing that perfect foundation for the next layer. Without this precise flattening technology, we simply couldn't build the dense, complex, and powerful processors that power our modern world. And that's a quick look at chemical mechanical polishing. It's a fascinating blend of chemistry and physics that makes our digital lives possible. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video interesting and learned something new, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Your support really helps us create more content like this. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions. See you in the next one.